What's up, world? Welcome to the Speedy Show, man. Y'all like sports? I like sports. Cool, man. I'm gonna talk about some sports for y'all. Y'all like money? I like money. Bet. We're gonna go win some bets, man. Let's get going, man. Come with me, man. Let's take a trip. Come on. Let's get it. Check. Woo. I'm about to cash a check. What else? I'm about to smash the bet. I'm whipping from right to left. Check. I'm about to cash a check. What else? I'm feeling like Busta Rhymes. I think I might break your neck. Pay respect. Check. I'm about to cash a check. What else? I'm about to smash the bet. I'm whipping from right to left. Check.
What's up, world? Welcome back to the Speedy Show. We're starting episode 3. I'm here right now with J Star 606, my bro. I got at the Danger down at the bottom right there. And my main man, Rolando J. Oh, I need to go this way. Yeah, I need to backwards right there. He on that screen. We about to bring y'all a recap of this game 2. It just wrapped up a little while ago. Golden State gave the Boston Celtics a shellacking tonight. They had a 21-point differential in the third quarter, the biggest in franchise history for the Golden State Warriors. I mean, that really told the story, but we're going to go ahead and start with the first quarter. And Dupree, I'm going to go ahead and let you kick it off because you had dropped a video. We'll get into that in a minute.
I'm ready.
From
I'm ready. I'm ready to get some backlash
5 to 7, but tell them what you saw tonight to make you want to say that Boston is probably done.
I'm ready to talk about it. Look, what it is I said it was going to be Warriors game 7 when I thought that the Celtics had some nuts. But now it looked like game 5 to me. The way they won today, ain't no motherfucking chance. The motherfuckers think that it's just going to be just one game. That just one game. What they did, they figured out the formula. They figured out the formula how to whoop on them. My bad. Let me get my camera right. They figured out the formula how to whoop on them, and that's what it is. The Celtics is the ones who got to figure it out now. Warriors figured it out. They've been here, done it multiple times with or without Kevin Durant. It don't matter. They got young killers over there. There was good game 1.
Offense looked bad tonight. It looked terrible.
Yeah, but if the Celtics offense wasn't that great game 1 either. Jason Tatum they wasn't that great. Just the Warriors let it go. Think about that.
Well, they had a lot of open shots. Boston had 38 of the 41 threes that they took were open or wide open in the first. That was in game 1. I think I saw like 5 open shots in this game. Golden State.
And that's what we talking about defense. Episode 1. That's why we don't need to make it about Marcus Smart and Steph Curry, because look how many times Marcus Smart wasn't guarding Steph Curry.
Marcus Smart was effective, but in game 1, Marcus Smart was effective not only staying on Steph, but actually defending him in this game. I think I saw one shot that Curry took over Smart. And
what you see, James?
Man, I seen a total breakdown. I mean, Golden State got out to – it started out a good game, you know. First half was good. In the third quarter, as usual, Golden State is great in the third quarter. So, I mean, you can't let them get out to a big deficit like they did the last game. But that's the point. Boston didn't play their best game. They shouldn't have won, and they still won. Tatum didn't have a good game. This game he did, but Golden State did too much in the third quarter to come back.
So, James, what you're saying is they came back from a deficit last game, and that was their best. If that's the case, they going to keep being down. Are they gonna be able to do what they did last time with an unknowledged fucking Warriors team? The first game was just a test out. Now the Warriors know what to do. They can't come back, obviously, once Steve Curry put the plan in effect. Now how they gonna do it? They gonna obviously be down.
Well, we gotta have the role player stepping up. Marcus Smart had 2 points. You know, Al Horford had. I mean,
big foul trouble.
Al Horford had 2 points. And Marcus Smart he had like under 5 points. So if they step up, like this ain't the type of game they usually have. If they step up,
Al Horford play like who?
Al Horford played like Al Bundy tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
he played like a dude that was in his first finals. He played like a dude. They really ramped up the pressure on him, though. But they were trying to criticize. They were trying to criticize Draymond for saying, "Oh, like I don't think they're gonna make 15 out of 20." Well, you look, they did it. They clamped down on them. They locked them up. They made sure those other guys. They took away the open looks and all the production.
It's a simple problem. The Celtics can't play the same defense. They can't play as much defense and offense as they need to play to win the game. They got a grip of two-way players that has to make a decision. So unless they're going to make some players sacrifice defense and play offense and switch, there's no way that you're going to guard Steph Curry and score and then guard Klay Thompson and score.
Klay Thompson.
It's impossible.
Yeah, don't bring up
Klay Thompson ain't playing
the reason.
But he going to have his game. Next game 4.
Yeah.
Rolando, what'd you call him earlier?
40 points. 40 points. Game 4.
What'd you call Klay earlier?
Oh yeah, garbage time, Klay Thompson. That's definitely a topic that we need to talk about. For me, the game was based off of turnovers. You know, it was a lot of turnovers. You know, like James stated in probably episode 1. Turnovers. Defense wins championship. Now the first game, you know, Boston had 12 turnovers. Yeah, Boston had 12 turnovers. Golden State had 14 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even with that, you know, and then you look at today's game, you know, Boston has 18 turnovers and Golden State has 12. But the steals, when we talking about defense, when we talking about, you know, really getting in the paint and still, like, they have 40 points. Golden State had 40 points in the paint. 40 points in the paint. And then they got 15 steals. You can't give the ball up 15 times and expect to win the game. Not against Golden State.
Especially when the ball's in play off a steal. Yeah. It's a live action turnover. It's not a turnover where it's a dead ball turnover.
Yeah. You can't allow that. Now, no, get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Boston, Tatum had 28 points. You know what I'm saying? Brown, 17 points. White showed up. Yeah, White showed up with 12 points, you know, and stuff like that. But, you know, we talk about the big dogs. You know, we talk about the big dogs. And when they come to play, they come to play. And I feel like one player can take over the team. You got Curry sitting with 29 points, you know, a point shy from 30 like he did last time. You got Wiggins coming in for your 11 points. You got Looney, the center, coming in with a strong 12 points. He had more points than Klay Thompson.
Let me ask you, who you think the X factor has to be then on the Celtics to make a change in the series? Who you think has to step up to make a difference?
As far as depth, they don't really have. I feel like they don't have the bench. I don't feel like they have the depth. So you either got to rotate the crap out of Tatum, Brown, and White. You got to get them the ball. You got to get them their open shots. They're going to give you the 3-pointers that you need to win the game. I mean, this is a blowout by 31 points. It was over in the third quarter.
Yeah. Why did Boston quit?
They quit. I seen Jason.
Why they pulled their guys with 10 minutes left in the fourth?
I'm glad you said that, Speedy.
I don't know that was kind of questionable. I understand that it's possibly a long series. They about to go back to Boston, but I do feel like they pulled the guys over. But James, I wanted to ask you. Yeah. I wanted to ask you Rolando's question. I want to know of the role players going back to Boston. Somebody not named Tatum or Brown. Who has the step up for Boston to get back in this series?
There's two people.
I mean, it could be either one of these players. You know, Horford, Smart. You know, these guys, Lewis. These guys can step up, but it's not. I don't think it's really like a certain individual that needs to step up in order from. Oh, now they're gonna win. It ain't gonna be that way. Their team, defensive team, if they continue to play good D, and these third quarters can't slip from them.
Hey, I'd like to thank you all for watching the Speedy Show right now. And this show is completely brought to you by you, the people who support me. So I'd like to thank you all right now. And for all of you who would like to show support, please send any donations to hashtag Speedy Show. That's $, Speedy Show. I appreciate all you guys. Much love. Big things coming in the future. FAN TV. I'd like to give a little shout out to the whole team, all the contributors to the Speedy Show. And we not stopping, baby. We gonna keep going forward. Hey, what's up, y'all? Speedy Live, we're right here. I am the host of the Speedy Show, live all the time on YouTube. I'd like for you guys to please like and subscribe. This is my bro, JStar606 on TikTok. And we bringing y'all the hottest sports content coming out right now. And we're on a goal to get to 100 subscribers. And we're just asking for everybody to help us out. So like and subscribe, The Speedy Show, presented by FAN TV on YouTube. Thank you. Let's get it.
Let's get it. I just think combination of the role players for Boston, they do all got to step up. They can't have a game like they had tonight. It was like ridiculous. And another thing, Golden State is notorious for going on them third quarter runs. Why was Jaylen Brown out for any of the third quarter? Why was any of your star players out? You can't,
because they had no faith in the win.
Golden State, they always go on a run in the third quarter. You got to keep your best players in. But
and they hit him with the pops on Friday with Craig. You got to live to fight another day.
Yeah, and that's fine. You guys, it's 1-1. I mean, we shouldn't even won one game at Golden State, but hey, y'all gave it to us, and we're gonna win these next two at Boston. So. I mean,
that's a big predicament right there.
That's a big task. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it's in Boston. I mean, they don't play good at home. These whole playoffs, they haven't been playing good. But this is the finals. It's gonna be totally different.
That's not true.
They finna win 2 straight at Boston, and it's gonna be 3-1. I mean, and I'm gonna be having some "I told you so" juice, and y'all gonna be like, okay. They need to play better defense.
I don't think their defense was that bad. It was the offense. 18 turnovers. They had 7 first quarter turnovers.
Yeah, but
they had 7 turnovers in the first quarter.
They had some people that wasn't stepping up.
It has nothing to do with the Celtics. It's all about the Warriors. Celtics doing what they can. Bravo. The Warriors are back.
I think the Celtics can definitely play better. They need to find.
They get no more dubs. No more dubs.
They're gonna keep.
Boston had 18 turnovers.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I said.
It wasn't the defense. It wasn't. It was It's just inexperience. I feel like it's inexperience. You got your first year head coach. He does. This is a big playing field for him. He doesn't even know how to get his players back into the game. And then, like James said, you're taking players out. You're taking Brown out after he went on that first quarter run. You're taking him out. You're sitting him down on the bench. No, you need to rotate.
That we don't know.
I think we should give more credit to Golden State's defense on Brown's production, because Brown had 13 first quarter points and he only scored 4 points to the rest of the game. It was the same thing that Boston did to Steph in the first quarter. Yeah, but they shut Brown down. Steph Curry scored 13 through the next 3 quarters. Brown only scored 4 more. He only scored 4 more points though. The Warriors defense completely took Boston out of the game. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Boston is dead. They got to find that offense. The offense is on life support right now.
I mean, anytime you have that many turnovers, you're gonna be destined to lose the game. I mean, you got the great shooters on the Warriors. I mean, you can't have no turnovers like that.
You win in the series. In what game?
Oh, it's definitely going to Game 7. Don't get it messed up. They're about to go out there to Boston. It's going to be a different environment. They're going to learn from their mistakes. I feel like in the finals, you're going to learn from your mistakes. And, like they won that game 1. So they got to just figure out what they did in that first game to, I feel like Golden State stepped it up. Like, because now it's balls in your court. Now we're going to Boston. Like, I'm saying? It's time for y'all to show out and show us what y'all got. I'm saying? And, right now after game 2, I feel like it was just exposure. It was just like, bro, we've been here before. We know how to, we going back to we watching film. We stopping all these people we got Al Horford with 2 points. With 2 points.
That won't happen again.
That is like a defense adjustment. You talking
just
about
like
people
26 won't happen again. Yeah, just like 26 won't happen again.
2 points? 2 points.
He gonna get some icy hot. He gonna do better next game.
Well, he got a free throw.
J Star, you stand on Boston in 6, or you backing off Boston, or you still stand on Boston in 6, or do you think it'll take 7 now?
I'm standing Boston in 6, man. They're gonna win these 2. They're gonna win these 2 games, and I don't even know. Maybe in 5, but
Hey, what's up, y'all? This the Speedy Show, and we gotta pay a couple bills right now, but we'll be right back. Keep all the receipts. This the receipt saga, baby. Speedy Show. Forward.
Hey, Bree, you changed your pick earlier, and it's already out publicly. So go ahead and elaborate on your why you changed your pick from Warriors in 7 to Warriors in 5 before I tell you why you wrong. And it's definitely going to be Warriors.
Well, I came from a family where ass whoopings, you learn from that shit. So I know when you get your ass whooped, it changes you. The Celtics team that we thought was the Celtics team, they done got harpoed right now. And now you got to do but see the color purple. And then all the Warriors got to do is see the championship and then go next year. And I'm a Laker fan. But if the Warriors back like we think they back on the dynasty run, bro, hands down. So I changed it because I thought it was going to be 7 games. But the way they whooped on them, like I said, the Warriors obviously just got the formula. They got the blueprint to how to beat the Celtics. It's up to the Celtics to figure it out. And I just can't see it. They're too young. New coach, great coach. Try again next year, though. I can't see them figuring it out this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. But I'm definitely, NBA is gonna drag this. They're gonna drag this. They know that, they know who's going against who, and they know, you know what I'm saying? You just experience versus inexperience. It's stamina, all types of things play into role in this thing, and it's definitely gonna go to game 7. Don't get it messed up. They definitely gonna push this to game 7.
Yeah, I take a couple cases of Snickers with you too.
Yeah, I'm already in there for about 20 Snickers. I think I got like 20 cases of almond milk with James.
Yeah. I'm going to explain to you guys why it's still going to be a 7-game series. Everybody's always going to overreact game to game about these finals. There's going to be big adjustments made every game. And also with the way that Boston plays defense and their lack of ability to get in the rhythm on offense, they're going to have up and down games. They're going to have some games where they are hot, and they're going to have some games where they're not so hot. But the games where they're not hot, I don't think they're always going to be out of those games because they play defense so well. Tonight was one of those games where they let get out of hand. I also think they kind of gave up a little bit too early. They start pulling guys with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, which I definitely feel like is a little bit too early. I also understand the other side of it. Like, okay, we already stole a game here in San Francisco. We're about to take it back to the TD Garden. It's a split. We're going to go ahead and keep all our guys healthy. But Boston is young. They hungry. They're not going down in those 5 games. They're not going down in those 6. I thought it would be alternating games the whole series. I'm going to kind of have to alter that a little bit. I do think Golden State goes in there and takes game 3. But I think in game 3, Boston's going to see something to where they adjust and they can bounce back to win game 4. What's up, world? Welcome back to the Speedy Show. We're here with episode 3. We're breaking down game 2 of the NBA Finals. Warriors victory by a gazillion. I want to go ahead and let y'all know that I have a finals MVP ladder right now, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 is Steph Curry. I told y'all on episode 1, he's possessed. No, that was episode 2. I'm sorry. He's possessed for a finals MVP. It's the only thing missing off his resume. He followed up his 34-point performance in game 1 with a 29-point performance in game 2. Another 4 assists, I believe, or it was either 6 assists and 4 rebounds or 4 assists and 6 rebounds.
That don't matter.
He's doing his thing. The chef is active. He's cooking. It's him on the MVP ladder. And then I think Jason Tatum, you know, if Boston were to win, Brown and him are right there. But Steph is the clear favorite for Finals MVP. He's clearly the best player out of both teams in this series to me. And I feel like at this point, with what he's already done, he's averaging 32 through the first 2 games. He's already virtually won Finals MVP no matter what. If the Warriors win the championship, those 2 29-point plus games has basically guaranteed.
What if Wiggins wig out?
I don't think an 11-point game tonight, and that was only because they pulled their starters. But that one 11-point game tonight, no, 2 29-plus point games from Steph.
He's not taking account for the fact that they about to game plan. The first game they started shutting Steph down a little bit, but they gonna game plan everybody else.
But they didn't shut him down until after he had scored 21 points in a quarter.
21.
By that time, he had broke a record. So
he's already putting his name on. And I'll be honest with you guys, after game 1, Steph Curry was still number 1 on my leaderboard for Finals MVP. After game 1, after a Boston win, I still had Steph as the MVP because I felt like if Steph still played the way he played and the series goes to 7, like I think it will, and Boston wins in 7, and Steph is averaging over 30, he could still win Finals MVP as a losing player.
I'm gonna tell you, if Klay Thompson has 2 good games, it don't matter what, because of his coming back, the road to the championship. If Klay Thompson
is Klay gonna have one good game? Is he gonna have one good half?
Well, he will. He will.
Are you sure?
No,
I don't know. I don't.
No.
I don't know what Klay Thompson is going through. You know, mentally. You know, I'm not in his household, so I don't know what this man is going through and stuff like that. But it's the NBA Finals. It's game 2. You're not stepping up. You know, you're on the regular season, you're making 20 points a game and stuff like that. You know, this was before even Curry was even involved and stuff like that. So it's like I really don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Curry needs to sit down and have a talk with him. Get the regular Splash Brothers that we know and love. Get them back together.
He's got crippled people's careers.
We don't have the regular Splash Brothers that we know and love. We have the remix. Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is a role player now.
No, he's a Splash Brother offense still.
He's still a Splash Brother. He's the 3rd or 4th.
No, he's still the same
Splash Brother now.
I ain't seen a splash. It looked like he building a brick house to me. That's what it looked like.
He's the same offensive play. No, what are you talking about?
Klay Thompson is a role player.
Have you not been watching Klay Thompson, D?
He shot 4 for 19 tonight.
Y'all got 11 points. They do 2 games in the first 2 games he played this season.
We got introduced to garbage time.
We just played Golden State Mavericks, and he wasn't good in that series either.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Speedy Show, and we gotta pay a couple bills right now, but we'll be right back. Keep all the receipts. This is the receipt saga, baby. Speedy Show. Forward.
Which brings me to my next point: Golden State, Game 3. That's just what's gonna happen.
I think so too. I think they have a lot of momentum. It's gonna take Boston a couple games to figure out what the hell just hit them.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Golden State's role players aren't gonna play as well on the road, I think, but I think that's where somebody like Otto Porter steps in, a veteran. He's been on a max contract before. This stage isn't too big for him. He always finds a way to make a bucket or 2 when it counts. And I'm looking for Otto Porter to step up. I think Jordan Poole will continue to be hot. I definitely got Golden State looking like they're taking game 3. I don't want to sound
but you haven't given any games to Boston, so that's not realistic.
I actually
you had Golden State
gave,
game 1.
I did when I did my biggest bet, I did alternating games the whole time. So I gave games 2, 4, and 6 to Boston, but I adjust my predictions with what real life happens.
Yeah.
I was wrong about game 1, so I already predicted a split. I'm gonna keep my I feel like my prediction of a split supersedes the prediction of exactly which game each team's gonna win. I also think it's gonna be a split in Boston, for the record. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. The only way I'll step off that is if Golden State wins by 30 again. If they go to Boston and they win by 30, and my eyes tell me, oh, this team can't win. I'm not gonna come back on this podcast.
I wouldn't change it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. No, but I'm right now how I feel. No, it's gonna be a split in San Francisco. I was correct about that. I'm gonna stick with it's gonna be a split in Boston, and I think it's gonna be Golden State winning game 5, Boston winning game 6, and then it goes back to game 7 in San Francisco where the Warriors get the last laugh. I think people are going to become prisoners of the moment, just like how they did in game 1. Boston looked like they made that 86% chance of winning from ESPN's BPI index. They made it look real good. Right now, today, in this second, when y'all are watching this tomorrow morning, that seems ridiculously off. It seems like it's silly. To be honest with y'all, before the series started, I would have gave the Warriors a 66% chance to win the finals. After the game 1 loss, I gave the Warriors a 50% chance to win the finals. They won game 2. Right now, I have them back at 66%. That's like my Speedy index. I don't have a metric for it. It's just a feeling. Honestly, it's a combination of the eye test and the stats that I see. But I think it just went back to normal. And if Boston wins game 4, like I think they will, I will leave it at 66% for the Warriors because they'll have 2 home games to Boston's 1. I think Boston has won the last game that they'll win in San Francisco. I think that is what we saw tonight. The Warriors found out something at home that they will not lose there again.
They taking 2 at Boston. I'm gonna tell you why, because like I said, man, Boston has been playing better at other people's home than their own in these playoffs. But don't forget, Boston's been to many game 7s and these many obstacles. They've got through the Kevin Durant's, the Kyries. They got through the Jimmy Butlers. They've been knocking it out the park. And still have the Golden State Warriors, but they've been to game 7s. And the game 7s have been belonging to the Boston Celtics. So if you're talking about going to a game 7, if you don't knock it off, Boston's going to take this. But it ain't going to go to no game 7. They're going to win 2 at Boston, bro. I'm telling you. They're going to win 2 in Boston. And then your prediction is going to change drastically. You're going to say, oh,
Golden State's going to win game 3.
Now it's 30%.
Golden State's going to win game 3. I don't know what the early line is. If I would have to guess, it'll be like 5. I see a split. No question.
No, I respect that.
There's no question.
No, I think that's
Golden State is going in. You know what I'm saying? They got that Boston won that dub, and you know they got that fluke game in the first game.
They got the first punch.
So they exposed them the second game, and they're going in with the same momentum. They're gonna expose them in game 3. Y'all gonna win game 4, and it's just gonna come down to stamina. But it's definitely going to game 7. You're crazy out your mind to think that these teams ain't deserve to be here, and it ain't going to game 7. I feel like every final game is going to game 7.
At least 6. It's at least going to 6. Yeah, no question.
Yeah. That's definitely how it usually goes. I mean, I think I'm saying game 6, but if it's game 7, that's probably more of the probable thing that's going to happen. But
that favors the Warriors for sure. Boston has to bounce back. They have to prove that they can bounce back. The Warriors already proved that they bounce back. The Warriors showed everybody what the people that predicted the Warriors, we were trying to tell y'all, that's what championship pedigree That's what that is. The bounce back from game 1 to game 2. That's what championship pedigree is.
Yeah.
Let's
the
see
stamina, the experience. I feel like it's experience, all of that going. There's a lot going on right now, and I just think that Golden State is just ahead of the curve. They're just ahead of the wave. They got the stamina. They've been here before. So
let's see if Boston has it. We don't know if Boston has it. That's the great thing about this series. We know Golden State has the championship pedigree. They're champions. Boston's hungry. Let's see if they can bounce back.
I'm giving them to a game 7. I'm giving them to a game 7.
I agree.
They definitely got what it takes to be where they at right now. But when we talk about Golden State, we talk about the people that they have, and it's like we got Klay Thompson, playing garbage time just so he can work on his shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the experience of a head coach to know that one of my players is down right now, and we're gonna put you in this garbage time so you can reflect on, your game progress. You know what I'm saying? You get Klay Thompson, you get Wiggins and Curry on the same moment, on the same wave.
Yeah.
Curry gonna score 30 by himself. He don't need no help with that.
Mm-hmm.
He don't need no help with that. Wiggins is stepping up
against the number 1 defense in the league. He's averaging 32 in the NBA Finals.
That's what I'm saying, and he's definitely an MVP candidate. And if he wins this, he's definitely MVP. There's no doubt.
Question.
There's just no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? And Game 3 is going to tell us a lot. Game 3 is going to tell us, because right now they're both going in even. It's 1-1. You know what I'm saying? You got one on us, we got one on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to deliver that final haymaker is what it's all going to boil down to. Who got the stamina? Who's going to go to rounds? Who's got the heart to go to rounds? You know what I'm saying? And who's going to land the haymaker at this point? Because right now it's 1-1. It's heads up right now.
Yeah, they definitely, Warriors scored a knockdown in game 2. I feel like each team has a knockdown. Like if we're using boxing analogies, each team got a knockdown, round 1, round 2. Okay, so 2 10-8 rounds. It didn't look good. Golden State felt like they left something to be desired after game 1, just like I'm sure Boston feels like they left something to be desired after game 2. I think Boston's going to need an extra game to make an adjustment. The veteran team, I was comfortable saying they'll make the immediate adjustment. I think Boston is going to be a tough, gritty, like really dirty game tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but
Wednesday.
No, the Edge game it's only Tuesday.
They're playing on Wednesday.
No, it's Tuesday and Thursday. It will be tomorrow, actually, from the podcast. It'll be a rugged game, but I think Golden State will pull it out.
Can we get the for sure answer for the viewers?
It's Wednesday.
What are we looking? It's Wednesday?
Yeah. I try to tell them.
Oh, okay. So it's Wednesday.
It's Tuesday.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm ready for it now, man.
That is ridiculous. Somebody talk to me. Why do they got the game so gapped?
Man, they need time to recover. Klay Thompson need to work on his jumper. That's what.
Yeah, it's about to be over, man. Tatum finna work on. Woo, boy, they finna hit these.
They need to figure out how Horford got motherfucking 2 points. There's a lot of talking that need to go on around here, especially in the ball.
That won't happen. That won't happen in Boston, though. Horford's gonna bounce back. I'm definitely thinking Al Horford's gonna bounce back.
I'm hoping, because if Klay Thompson ever wake up, we talking about game 5, game 6. If Klay Thompson wake up from whatever spell he's up under, it's a wrap. If the Splash Brothers get back together with Wiggins and that center Looney that they got, it's a wrap, bro. From what I've seen, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's just the depth, and then you got Poole,
young boy,
coming out of nowhere with 17 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about, man, when it boils down to it with these finals, it's people off the bench. The bench carries the team. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how much of a role they play in the finals when it comes down to bench players, because you can't play these top stars. You can't play Tatum, Brown, and White for all, you know what I'm saying, for 2-minute quarters. You can't do that for all the way straight. You got to sit these people down. They got to get a rest. They got to, you know what I'm saying? And that's when your bench comes in, and they got to carry the game.
Tatum and Brown might have to play north of 40 minutes.
That's
if
what it's
Golden
looking like.
State is efficient as they were tonight through the rest of the series, I agree with what James said earlier. I'm not sure why Ime Udoka had Brown on the bench so long in the third quarter.
I mean, because the third quarter is when they go on that run. They always play very good in the third quarter. Not that they don't play good in the other quarters, but third quarter is like
you're dealing with a second half team. You're dealing with a team, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna wake up. I mean, but they hit first quarter, they went in with the lead. Second quarter, they went in with the lead. Third quarter, they just took over the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those type of things like that. Like, we'll let Boston go on a run, but we know we can come back. You know what I'm saying? We know Curry will hit the buzzer beater, you know what I'm saying? And there'll be 31, you know what I'm saying, 29 in the first quarter, you know what I'm saying? That the mentality is what I'm talking about. It's the mentality, knowing that you're doing your best and knowing that when that quarter is finished, you're still behind. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental game, and I feel like Golden State is out there playing chess with Boston. They know this is a young team. They know that, you know, this is their first time here. They know that, you know what I'm saying? They've earned it as well. Don't get me wrong. The defense is strong. This is that. Marcus Smart is one hell of a player when it comes to defense and getting inside the head of the game. But you got, you know what I'm saying, you got the veteran, you know what I'm saying, Green. You got Green, you know what I'm saying? He was causing all type of heck. It was times where people didn't know what Green was doing during the game.
He had 9 points on 3 shots tonight.
You know
Very efficient.
And he gets in the head of players. He gets in the head of the refs. You know what I'm saying? He plays a significant role in just messing with you. You know what I'm saying? He was messing with Brown. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Had Brown acting out of character and stuff like that. You know, he's getting ready to fight.
Grant Williams. Grant Williams hot all game.
He put the size 13 on his forehead and stuff like that. That's what Green do. Like, he get inside. He messed up your mentality. You know what I'm saying? So you're not yourself. You're not yourself. You gotta sit down. Coach gotta sit you. You got like 2 fouls already, Brown. You got 2 fouls already off some dumb stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know
he got in foul trouble, but I still think they should have played him more in the third. I don't think Tatum and Brown should be sitting in the second half at this point because
no way.
You're relying on the Warriors to not. They've already shown that they're going to have that third quarter run, so you can't rely on them not to do that no more. That's a big game changer. In the 2 finals games, the Boston Celtics have been down by double digits going into the fourth quarter in both games. That's no formula for victory. They have to realize I can't make that substitution that I normally make where I give my guys a rest heading into the fourth quarter. He has to cut that. I feel like Brown and Tatum have to play the full first half, the second half for sure. They should be nearing 40 minutes.
That falls under inexperience. This is the finals. This is the field you've never experienced this before. This is all new to you. Yeah. This is all new to you. So the experience comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I talk about experience, I mean you got.
You mean as a head coach?
Yeah, as a head coach.
Because he was under Popovich and won like 4 rings, but he was assistant.
Yeah, he was under. He wasn't leading.
2 different things.
So right, and I feel like performance perfect leadership. You know what I'm saying? My attitude reflect leadership. So you got to lead your team and stuff like that. And he seemed frustrated. He seemed frustrated. Wasn't composed. Come the second quarter, the turnovers is what got him. He couldn't believe his team was turning over the ball.
He got a technical in the first half as well.
Yeah, he got a technical.
He got a technical himself.
No, I agree with everything y'all saying. I think if they played like they did in this game, they got to kiss this whole series goodbye. But I don't think they're gonna play like this. I don't think they're gonna play. Not in Boston. Not. But Golden State did great, man. They're hard to stop. I mean, offensively, they got a lot of weapons, so.
Every series in the playoffs except round 1, Boston has lost a game at home in this series. Yeah, the Warriors have won a road game in 26 straight series, I believe is the exact number. They will win a road game in this series. No question.
What's up, world? Welcome back to the Speedy Show. It's episode 3.
coming back to wrap this up right here. I just want to touch on a few things before we head out of here. Want to let y'all know Game 3 is going to be on Wednesday, 6 p.m. I am one of the many people very distraught with this finals basketball schedule, but I agree that the players should have rest and they should have time to recoup, game plan, and it makes it all more interesting and it gives us some stuff to talk about. We will be continuing to update you as we go with the finals. Stay tapped in with us on Facebook, The Speedy Show presented by FAN TV page, and on YouTube, The Speedy Show presented by FAN TV page. I'd like to thank all the supporters right now, and I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers right now. We just launched, and we're well on our way. I'd like to thank everybody for the support, and you can always hashtag Speedy Show to support anytime. We appreciate you. This show has been brought to you by the Fury Athletic Network, FAN TV. I'm your host, Speedy La Agua, and we will be checking in with you very, very soon. This has been the Speedy Show. See y'all later. Let's go.